Today you will see how easy it is to recreate Reese's peanut butter cups at home using only 4 ingredients: chocolate, peanut butter, butter and powdered sugar. You can serve them to your guests, family, or even better, you can eat them all by yourself. I will be making about 6 of these cups, and the first thing is preparing the filling. Grab a bowl and put 45 grams or 1.5873 ounces of peanut butter in. After that, put in 8 grams or 0.2822 ounces of softened butter. You can use unsalted butter or salted butter. This really depends on the saltiness of the peanut butter you are using, but you can't go wrong with regular unsalted butter. 40 grams of powdered sugar goes in, and now mix it really well. You can use food processor, handheld mixer, hand mixer, or just a spoon. After the mixture is well combined, it should have the consistency of Play-Doh. Cover the bowl up and put it in a fridge for now. Next step is preparing the molds. You don't need any fancy cake tins for this. Silicone molds and muffin pan are the best, but paper cupcake liners are more than enough. Now with half of the work literally done, you have to melt the chocolate. You can use any chocolate you want, just remember that the chocolate should have at least 30% cocoa butter in it. If you are using whole chocolate, chop it up into small pieces. If you are using chocolate chips, you just made your life easier. For the 6 cups I'm making, I'll be using about 200 grams or 0.4409 pounds of chocolate, but it's always a good idea to have some extra. Anyway, such a simple task as melting a chocolate can be really daunting if you've never done this before. Let me know in the comments if something like this or this happened to you, or you just nailed it for the first time. The most common way of doing this is using a double boiler technique. Pour some water in a small pot, put a bowl on top, and that's it, you have a double boiler. Make sure your bowl is dry, because just a few drops of water or any liquid being mixed with the chocolate is enough for this to happen. Put the chocolate in and slowly start heating up the water. You have to take this
really slowly and not rush this,
because if the bowl gets too hot, this happens. Constantly keep stirring the chocolate. The best tool for this is a silicone spatula, because it can't retain any moisture and you can easily scrape the sides with it. With the chocolate melted and cooled a little bit, pour it in a piping bag. If you don't have one and don't want to use a plastic bag, you can just use a spoon, but it will be a bit more messy. Start piping the chocolate in the molds, just don't make the base too thin. Tap the molds or whole muffin pan on a table a few times to level the chocolate and pop air bubbles. It doesn't have to look perfect, since we'll be pouring in more chocolate later. Put the molds into the fridge and let it cool until the chocolate solidifies. 30 minutes should be enough. When the chocolate is solid again, pull it out and also pull out the peanut butter mixture. The filling is chilled and ready to be shaped. Make a small ball about 15 grams, but you don't have to be exact, and squish so it's in a nice disc shape. Put the filling on top of the chocolate cup so that it doesn't touch the sides. Do this with all your cups. The last part is covering the filling with other half of the melted chocolate. You can reheat the chocolate to melt it again or make a new batch. Start piping or spooning the chocolate in the cups, while trying to keep the thickness the same as the base you were forming for the filling. Tap the molds on the table and put them in a fridge until they are firm, probably for an hour. When they are chilled, pull them out, remove them from the molds, and we are done. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know in the comments if you try making these and what you think the difference between these and the Reese's ones is. If you want to see more delicious, quick and easy recipes, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.